journaling video. I'm so excited for this video, but first I'm going to show you all of the art creations that I have made this week. So bullet journaling is really whatever you want it to be. There's no rules, there's no guidelines, you don't have to do anything a specific way. There's trends with bullet journaling, but it can really be whatever works for you and whatever fits for you. And I've seen a lot of different things from different people. So there's mental health journaling, there's tracking journaling. Along with that, there's habit tracking journaling, art journals, planner journals, travel journals, etc. There's something for everyone. I use my bullet journal in many, many different ways, and I've really enjoyed using my journal. And I'm gonna go over some things that I do in my journal. Something that is important to know about bullet journaling is that there's a lot of people who've been on this platform for a really, really long time and have been building up their bullet journal, and they have a lot of talent, and there's a lot of high expectations for the bullet journaling community, but never compare yourself to that, because that isn't unrealistic for yourself, especially as a beginner, because if you're going to be comparing your beginner self to somebody who's been doing it for forever, it's just very unrealistic, and you're going to set very unrealistic expectations for yourself. So make sure to look at people's bullet journals for inspiration, but not expectation, because everybody's different. So just start where you are, compare yourself to yourself, and know your expectations. If you want to follow me on my bullet journaling journey, you can follow me at BUJO by Liza. I just love bullet journaling because there's no guidelines, and I can do whatever I want with bullet journaling. So if you want to follow me on my journey, go there. Awesome. Something that I want to say is play around, find information and inspiration on Pinterest and on Instagram, and follow the hashtag BUJO or bullet journal on Instagram to find a ton of inspiration. That's the first step. You just want to find as much inspiration as you possibly can. The second step is to compile it and start to play around with your bullet journal. This is the first bullet journal I ever had, and I tried different things, and some of them worked and some of them didn't. Some of the markers bled through, so that's a little bit disappointing, but I definitely did play around, and I'm very proud of what I did. So second step is play around. The third step is, maybe if you want to, invest in some pens. You don't have to do this whatsoever. This is totally optional. I did have markers at my place, but it did motivate me to want to do more when I had really fun utensils. These are all of my bullet journaling essentials. This was my first ever bullet journal. This is my second ever bullet journal, and this is my most recent bullet journal. My favorite stationery supplies are this Crayola metallic gel pen, which is absolutely amazing. The Crayola Super Tips, which are great for coloring, and the Tombow calligraphy pens. These are my go-to calligraphy pens. And then my favorite just colorful pens are the Papermate Ink Joy. And my favorite non-marker pen pencil thing is the Whiteout, which I use so frequently because I make so many mistakes, but I love this. These are all of my bullet journaling essentials. Overall, just learn by your mistakes, and I worked on it every single day. I would sit down with my bullet journal and I look at my bullet journal at least once a day, whether it was just to write some things down, or if it was to design a page, or if it was just to do a little doodle. I had to immerse myself in the bullet journal at least once a day just to get the habit down, because bullet journaling become a habit, and it can be a really good habit, and it could possibly impact your life if you do it every single day or regularly. My favorite thing to do is make a weekly spread. So I got this inspiration from looking at people on Pinterest. They would do like a weekly spread of all the things they need to get done. like a weekly schedule, but I decided I actually wanted a weekly spread, just so that I could write and journal every day. It could be a small thing, and I just wanted to show what I did in the day. And that has been really helpful, just looking back in my old journals and being like, I cannot believe I thought like that. That's so crazy. Yeah, so just having a weekly journal. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to show you guys how I weekly journal. So what I'm starting off with is 2 blank pages. And sometimes I use both of them, and sometimes I only use one, and then I use the other page to journal, and the one of the sides is just for art. But today I'm going to use both because I realized last week after doing that I actually do need more than just one page for my journal. Okay, so my first thing that I'm doing to get ready for my spread is to look on my Pinterest board at my bullet journal inspiration, and here's some of the things I'm looking at. And I'm just gonna scroll down to see if any of these things I can put as a theme. So this is from Little Olive Bullet Journal inspiration for today's spread. I use my journal for a bunch of different things. I use it to track and to remember moments and memories. I use it to doodle. I use it to track habits. My favorite one is to write down quotes from influential people that I love. That's really cool to look back on them and be like, whoa, I'm inspired. Oh, my most memorable moments. That's one of my favorites to do. I just write down all of my favorite memories from the year or the past year. I wrote down my goals and resolutions. I wrote down my favorite songs. Like I said, I love lists, so I have tons of lists. Those are a lot of ideas, and so I hope y'all will use some of these ideas. First thing I'm doing with my bullet journal after I write the date is I'm trying to map out where I'm going to put everything. Whoa, I had a eureka moment. I just thought I'm going to put every single day in like a honeycomb hexagon shape because it's kind of cute. Day of the week has a hexagon where you'd put your little journal thing. I've done that last week when I had my thing. I just did like little bread shapes, as you can see here, and then I write my journal in there. Okay, so as I brainstorm, I'm thinking that I'm going to put the hexagons on this side, and then on this side I'm putting the date in a little honey jar, and then I'm going to put some other like tracker, like highlights of the week on this side. It's important to note the dimensions of each of the shapes, just so that all your stuff can be even. Okay, so this is the finished outline of this side. I did make a mistake right here. I added a box and I'm gonna add a word in here that says either buzz or honey. That's another thing, is to just adjust to your mistakes. You can always use your mistakes in your art by using either a whiteout or a Muji gel pen or some stickers or a tape. This is the sketch, and I might go over it. I'm probably going to go over it with a gold gel pen, and then on this side I'm going to maybe draw some bees on this side. That would be really cute. Alright, I'll see you later. Okay, So my next idea includes some watercolor paint because I'm going to make little bees on the paper, and this is needing some watercolor paper, and then I'm just going to do little dots, and then next to them I'm gonna write like my favorite moments of the week. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys learned something about bullet journaling, and if you want to hear more about my bullet journal story, follow me at bulletjournal by Liza on Instagram. Thank you so much. Bye.